If your factory shocks have seen better days and you're looking for some better dampening out of the back of your 2005 or newer Tacoma with up to 1 inch of lift, this Bilstein B85100 series rear shock will be a great solution. Now, I would like to mention right up front that this will only fit Tacomas with 0 to 1 inch of lift, and this kit will only include 1 shock, so I would just keep that in mind when you are shopping around. Nonetheless, this will be great for the Tacoma owners who are looking to do some maintenance on their suspension, and rather than replacing with factory components, would rather upgrade to a shock that's going to give them better drivability, more responsiveness, and a longer lifespan with added durability. Now, that'll be great if you're taking your Tacoma off-road and want that responsiveness there, or you're just looking for a better ride when you're driving around day to day. Now, this will do a great job at reducing any movement or bouncing out of the rear end, featuring a gas-charged design, which will be more responsive and help out when you're off-road and in lighter towing situations. This will also extend longer than the factory shocks, giving you that room that you need if you added a small lift to the rear and you want to take advantage of the full capabilities of your suspension. Now, this will be a monotube gas-charged shock with velocity-sensitive valving, which again will add that responsiveness, faster dampening, and better performance while also being quite comfortable on-road and even off-road. This will also be durable with a 46mm alloy zinc-plated shock body with a clear coat on top to prevent any rusting or corrosion to the shock body itself. Now, the shock will also feature a chrome-hearted 14mm alloy piston rod to be able to take some abuse and hold up to those heavier loads in the bed. On either side, you'll also see some neoprene rubber bushings for added comfort and, of course, added durability. Now, when it comes to price, these will be right in the middle of the road at about $150 for 1 shock. Now, when comparing this to other choices like it on the page, this will be built very well with a large shock body and shaft, as well as adaptive and quick dampening. Now, other less expensive choices may not have as robust as a build as this and may just be for factory style replacements in comparison to this, which is going to be more of a performance shock. Now, speaking of performance, you'll also see some more expensive options with reservoirs that'll increase your valving for high performance applications, but that's going to obviously up that price point. Now, I think if you don't necessarily need that extra performance out of a reservoir shock or what a reservoir shock offers, but you're still looking for some responsiveness and a durable dampener, then this is going to be a great pick for you. Now, install is going to be relatively straightforward, but I am going to give it a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 2 hours to get the job done with some pretty basic hand tools. Now, at this point, we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install and what it looks like step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
The tools you'll need for this project are a 1/2-inch impact gun or a 1/2-inch ratchet, a 17mm socket, a 14mm wrench, a 17mm wrench, a 5mm Allen wrench, a flathead screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. Hi everyone, today we're replacing a rear shock on our Tacoma, so let's get started with the uninstall of the old one first. Alright, so once you've got your vehicle properly supported by the frame, not by the rear axle, then we can go ahead and start the uninstall. The reason why you want to make sure that the axle is not being supported by your jack stands is because we need to take the pressure off of the shock before we remove it. To do that, you're going to need a 17mm socket and a 17mm wrench. So the first thing we're going to do is remove this lower mount bolt here. So we're going to put a wrench on the bolt head side and then use our 17mm socket to take the nut off. Now you can go ahead and slide that bolt out. All right, now you shouldn't need to, but you may need to use a flathead screwdriver to just kind of pry that out of the mounting bracket. Once we got that out, then we can take off the top nut and remove the shock. Now sometimes when you go to take this top nut off, the whole thing will start spinning. So you might need a pair of pliers to hold the top of the stud while you use your 14mm wrench to loosen the nut. Now we can go ahead and drop that out and remove the upper washer and bushing. Now we're ready to go ahead and install our shock. Now to do this, there are 3 washers and 2 bushings and a nylock nut that comes with the new shock. So you want to make sure that you put these on in the correct order. So the first thing you're going to use is the dull finish washer and bushing. So the washer goes on first, and then the next washer that goes on is going to be a bright finish, but it's got a larger hole than the other two washers, and it also has a little lip at the top. So the lip definitely want to be facing up on the shock. Then we can go ahead and install it, and then we'll put our upper bushing on, followed by the other washer, and then the nut. Now we can go ahead and put our nut on the top, and we can tighten that down with our 17 millimeter wrench. All right, so just like when we took it off, the shaft itself may be spinning. So if it does, what you want to use is a 5 millimeter Allen wrench and your 17 millimeter socket, and use the Allen wrench to hold the stud still. And you can go ahead and tighten this down. Now you don't want to over tighten it, but you do want to make sure that the bushings are compressed. A general rule of thumb is that you just tighten it down till the bushing compresses to about the same size as the washer. Now, once you've got that compressed, now we can go ahead and install the lower bolt. And now we're just going to slide the lower shock into the mount. Slide our bolt through. Then slide our washer back on and our nut. And we'll go ahead and tighten that down with our 17 millimeter wrench and our 17 millimeter socket. And that'll wrap it up. Now, if you've got two shocks, which most people normally replace both at the same time, you can go ahead and repeat this whole process for the other side. And that wraps up our review and install of the Bilstein B8 5100 series rear shock for 0 to 1 inch lift for the 05 to 23 Tacomas. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Tacoma, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.